What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another great episode of J&B Unsupervised. Now, it's a little different today. We don't have our drinks with us. We are drinking some Pendleton and 7-Up with us right now. We've actually done this drink before on the pod. We actually filmed a bunch of drinks that we're going to be posting on our Facebook page.
So,
and
go
follow that.
We'll be dropping...
Unsupervised Podcast is the name. It's our same logo
We'll put
as
down
our
the
YouTube.
comments.
We'll put it down in the comments for you guys. They'll be posted on there. They'll be posted on YouTube in the shorts. So be looking out for them. We're going to be posting them throughout the week. We got a couple different ones. We're going to keep them a secret. So make sure you go subscribe. Check those out.
And
follow.
you guys have drinks you guys like. You guys like. Put it in the
Hit
comments. Let us know.
We have so many people that follow us. So we can see, yes, send us.
Put it down
please.
there. Drop it. And
it gets tough trying to go figure out.
9 times out of 10, if it sounds good, gonna do it. I mean, it's part of it. It's what we really enjoy doing, and it's a nice part of the podcast, the
because
Facebook
there's some
page.
Drinks that he likes that I didn't think I would like. I actually kind of like. You just don't know.
It broadens your horizon of something that you like.
So,
I mean,
like I said,
it's really cool. And if we get enough people dropping drinks, we might, kind of open up the Crown collection that we have, that he has and that I have. And
we were going to get your Crown collection.
Well,
on here.
it's coming. I know we promised you guys that we didn't quite promise it, but we said something about it during a couple weeks back.
Like I said,
in July,
our new set is still under construction.
We're working on it.
Work got in the way. We got laid off for about an extra week than we were expecting. Life happens. Work happens.
Wives are expensive. Dogs, kids, so, motorcycles.
Motorcycles are definitely expensive.
Leaves and falling on them.
Hey, you gotta let it go.
I didn't know it though. I didn't slip and fall on it.
But like I said, we're going to be a lot of things are changing for us. We're growing at a very good pace, and we are just very appreciative of everybody that has shown love and support. Because there was somebody that was very skeptical about doing this. This guy right here.
2 fingers equals 4 back to you. So
we can't get enough of it. We enjoy this. We do this every week, and we like bringing this to you. But before we even get into our sports content and stuff that we do, there was an event that took place.
Couple weeks back.
Assassination attempt on Donald Trump.
On the former president, yes. Donald Trump, there was an assassination attempt.
And it's been very controversial. Like I said, we're not endorsing anybody here. We're just wanting to talk to you about...
Speaking the facts that we've ran across. The head of the Secret Service, she has now resigned.
And a lot of people say that's well past due.
Well overdue. She should have... Honestly, to me, she should not have been an opportunity to have been resigned. She should have been fired.
The video of when they literally asked her to answer yes or no. It's probably the most hilarious thing I've seen in quite some time. But... we live in an age now where everybody's got a cell phone. Everybody's got a camera, from your great-great-grandmother to some little kid on the side. Everybody got a camera ready to bust it out. And it just didn't help that a lot of people came out and said, hey, there's somebody up there. Well,
a lot of the pedestrians there were telling the law enforcement, the local cops, hey, there's somebody up there with a gun, a backpack, a rangefinder. He was supposedly there, because a lot of this is some conspiracy that we're going to talk about, because it's hard to pin a lot of facts, but the facts are President Trump was shot at 3 times and was hit in the ear.
One person was killed, a former fire chief, I don't know his name, and that's just...
it's very unfortunate.
It's unfortunate and sad that you're at a rally supporting somebody that you... they should be the next president again, and things like this are just not supposed to happen. We're in a time and age where this is not supposed to happen.
Not something like this.
There are steps in place to prevent this from happening.
Well, the rooftop was really steep. It was really steep.
Well,
but the counter sniper was on a slope like this, while the assassin was on a slope on the roof like this.
To me,
the assassin. The roof is a compliance to where you could put a ramp
Yeah.
for a disabled person. That's how steep it was.
There's literally been people we've seen, like 70-year-old people got up
walking up on the roof
with ease. So, and it doesn't help either that the building that the shooter was on,
the assassin,
the building behind it, there was supposed to be a Secret Service in the second story window. Where were you? There's a water tower. Supposedly there was somebody on it.
Supposedly somebody else.
Secret Service was supposed to be on it.
But where was the aerial? Where was the drones? Where was, the coverage up above?
And you have to give a lot of luck that Donald Trump just happened to turn his head reading. You said that he was trying to read what was coming across, and just happened to turn his head at the right moment and obviously grazed his ear. But like I said, there's a lot of facts and conspiracy theories out there, like the shooter, the Secret Service person that took the shot that eliminated the assassin. He was told not to take the shot a couple minutes before.
3 times. He
even disregarded the order and took the shot. He supposedly, from last
fired.
Has been fired, which
I'm confused.
That math ain't mathing to me. Then there's facts out there that some of the Secret Service people weren't Secret Service agents.
Mm-hmm.
Like the old lady that couldn't get her gun in the holster. I don't know what she was doing. Well, like I said, it was an utter, complete disaster. That makes you, for the people that are big conspiracy theories, you look at that and you see everything of the facts, the videos from other people, and you start to think, who got paid? Let me see your email.
I need to see bank statements.
Let me see your bank statements, because it's not mathy.
No.
At all. And it is an utter, complete disaster. And like we said, the Secret Service head lady, she stepped down. Some people want the next person in line to step down as well. Biden obviously ordered a complete investigation into it. If I'm Donald Trump,
but did he?
I'm ordering my own security at this point. Like, I don't want you. I want my own people.
But did Biden really order it though? Like, because all of a sudden, Trump was attempted assassination, which the Simpsons got wrong. By the way, Simpson had him dying, so the Simpsons actually did get this wrong for a change. Because Simpsons always predict the future. Well, I mean, the Simpsons got him correctly elected in 2014.
They did.
So, the Simpsons shit is crazy. But Biden, after he, announced an investigation into this assassination attempt, disappeared for 5 days. Supposedly had COVID for the 4th time. But had all the booster shots and this and that. And was on his way to Vegas. And then a bunch of different calls came through and then just disappeared. And then if you watched any of the most recent clips, even when he was walking onto the plane, a reporter asked him, how do you feel about, dropping out of the race? His look on his face was like, what do you mean I'm dropping out of the race? I'm confused. When did I do that?
The government, like I said, is just something I don't want to be a part of. Like, I would like to be a part of it, the fact that I like to know all the secrets in this world.
So you're dead.
But I don't want to know all the secrets because that might come with a big price. And like I said, we are in a time right now where this world, I don't understand this world anymore. When we talk about it all the time, we sit back and have genuine, real conversations. Like, I have 3 kids. I'm worried about them in the world that we're growing up in. I really am. My man don't have no kids, and he's worried about the world that we are in. What happened to caring about your neighbor, helping your neighbor? Now it's like, go fuck your neighbor, fuck you. Don't care about my neighbor.
It's more like, don't hurt my feelings.
Yeah,
I'm sensitive. Don't hurt my feelings. It's like, when did disciplining your children with force be wrong? That's how I was raised.
Yeah.
That's how you were raised.
Absolutely.
And now it's like, if you raise your hand at your kid, well, that's you're being abusive.
Like, obviously there's a fine
line, and maybe as we were growing up, maybe some of our parents
we not the same. We drink water out of a hose. Like we not the same.
We're not. But the whole entire different from the LGBTQ to all the different the Black Lives Matters to all the different religions and everything.
Blue Lives Matter, just everything.
All everything you want to get on. It's just like, at what point do we just sit back and realize we're all just humans?
Yeah.
No matter the color of your tone, or the skin tone that you have,
People
or where you
take
come
the
from.
politics side of this world way too serious, and I've said this for years. I don't care who you want to endorse, who you're going for. That's your opinion. That's we're all allowed to have our own opinion. You can be right, you can be wrong. It don't matter. It's your opinion. I've said this for years. The government only cares about you when it's time, when it's election time, when they need you to care about them. After it's over, they don't care about us small people. The rich only make the rich richer, and they keep the poor poor. And the fact that we live in the era now of social media, and you can literally see the scams that go on in this world, and people still take this crap to the heart, is insane to me. It really is, though. It
really is insane. But to me, this assassination attempt on President Donald Trump just really opens up the whole entire eye. If you're not paying attention to this, then your head's in the sand. That the government really does control everything that goes on. Whenever the right hand's doing something, while the left hand of the government is doing something completely else, and depending on what they want you to be paying attention to.
Going back to when the that cargo ship took down the bridge, and then there was something going on the other side of the world that wasn't talked about.
Yeah.
Or a train derails somewhere carrying a specific thing that allows the government to own certain parts of where that
part of some land because of government property.
We gotta open, and it's speculation, facts with facts. It is what it is. Conspiracy theories go.
A little mixture of everything, really. With
but it's like I said. A part of me is like, man, I like to be a part of the government because I like to know all this stuff.
You be dead.
I don't want to know everything.
Because you be a whistleblower.
Just tell me where you put Tupac, baby. I just want to know where Tupac is. Bring him back, baby. I need some Tupac.
He's wherever Michael Jackson's at. Let's put it that way. And
Elvis.
And Presley. That's them three. They're somewhere together. Maybe they're with Diddy.
No.
Maybe they hang out with Diddy.
No.
Yeah.
Don't put Tupac next to Diddy. Don't do that. No.
But I'm holding
It's just.
Well, you know what's really crazy though is that Prime Minister Putin has came out and even said if Trump gets elected, he is open to stopping the war with Ukraine. Okay, so we have one president that no wars. There was no wars for 4 years. It was peaceful. America was prospering. Now, I'm not trying to endorse anybody here at all. Yeah. But this is 100% facts. There was no wars. No American soldiers died. Biden takes office. American soldiers dies. There's deaths. We lose territories that we were in control of. Russia decides they're going to go fuck up Ukraine. And that's been a war going on ever since then. And I'm not surprised that gas prices are higher. Biden's family's in big oil. Also, I'm not surprised. But all of that really kind of put aside, though, I don't know why, as Americans, we have Republican and Democratic parties. I really don't. Why are we just not pro-America?
Yeah.
To me, that's not hard. Why do we not want jobs here? Why are we okay with open borders, letting illegals in? Come here, immigrants. We are a country built on immigrants.
Yeah.
You're from immigrants.
We're not Native Americans. But I'm Cherokee Indian.
So we're partially from here, but we're not.
But we also have other things.
We don't. We're not full-blooded Indians. We don't even reservation. We don't qualify. But we partial of our heritage is from here. But we're mainly across the ocean, across the way. So we are very much open. Come here, but you have to come here legally. I'm
all for you trying to get out of a bad situation
to become better.
You got to do it the right way, but it's also our government's got to help make it all the right way. There are people that say it takes longer for them versus somebody else, and that stuff's got to change.
Well, but the thing is, it's really that you. I know you don't know. Canada is come here. They come here. Immigrants. We want immigrants because they need the people. But they are very selective on who. How can you make our country better? I don't just want Timbuktu 2 coming through the border. I'm like, what are you? What can you provide to make our country better? And to me, being an American, I'm like, I just don't want everybody just flooding in here and then our government giving them handout assistance, which is under...
When you won't even give assistance to the people that need the
honestly, the people that need the assistance and under, again, I'm not trying to endorse, but under Trump would be the soldiers, the veterans that should be housed. They went and they served to keep our freedom.
The fact that we have veterans
that are homeless is horrible.
Especially coming from, my father was in the Army 20 plus years. My father obviously surpassed from his injuries from war.
Who had his birthday Tuesday.
Yes. So
yeah, happy birthday, Mr.
My dad
May.
would have been 53 years old on this past Tuesday. I was really quiet, didn't do a whole lot. I'm going to go out and visit my dad's grave later on this weekend. I haven't been out there in a while.
I mean, he's a former fallen soldier.
To me, though, it sucks because I also have to be careful, too. When I see a soldier or a homeless person that says veteran, it hits home for me because it's like, damn, you went into war for this country, and yet
the country did them that way, though, because you shouldn't. To me, like, if you...
I've been very vocal about this. The VA's obviously a lot better now. But back when my dad was sick and he needed help, the VA was just like, here's a med.
Yeah,
here's a med. Here's a med.
And
then by the time we got him into a regular doctor and we cut down... I'm not kidding you. My dad was taking 78 pills. We got them knocked down to about 23. But it was too late. Because the VA pushed a veteran to the back. We cannot be pushing our veterans to the back. They need to be to the front, and that's no disrespect, but they need to be to the front. There should be no veteran that served this country, to serve this flag, that should be homeless. I'm sorry. I can't. It breaks me, and it makes me want to give them something, but I also have to be careful, too, like, are you telling the truth?
And unfortunately,
that's where the
tough part, because a lot of people will use, well, I'm a veteran. I mean, but are you, though? And, like, if you're a veteran, why are you homeless? Why did the government that you served, which is supposed to protect us...
PTSD, hard times...
is a very real thing. And to me, though, I don't think people that serve deserve special treatment at all, unless you have gone across the pond and you're over there and you've seen battle. Sure, you're still a veteran. You've done your time, but there's a lot of people that don't go and see time. And so, to me... That's kind of tough, where people feel like they need to be treated a certain way. But again, I'm not one of those people. I couldn't do what you do because I don't like being told what to do. Like, that's to me, this is the biggest part, and you all can come at me however you will. But kudos to you guys. But all of you deserve to be taken, because it's your choice that you make.
I have a brother right now that is serving.
That he's currently serving.
Overseas
now. But it's a choice you make.
Yes.
Just like a job you take is a choice of the job that you take, but if you go and you see deployment, I 100% take my hat off to you. Like the kudos to you, and there should be no veterans that ever see the sidewalk.
But, speaking of homeless, you think about other countries. Some countries don't even have homeless people. They pay them to pick up trash, help them get them off the roads. But here in America, we don't do anything like that.
We don't do anything about it.
To me, homeless is one of the things that we really got to fix in this country.
We care more about the illegal immigrants.
We send more money to other countries instead of taking care of our own people.
Well, we take care of more of the illegal immigrants. Again, I know you guys don't care about much, but we take care more. We house illegal immigrants. We give status to illegal immigrants' babies that are born on American soil than we do about the people that were born here. They're not even veterans; just they're homeless. Yeah. There's no way to not be homeless. You're just homeless. You're homeless. Like homeless shelters, they fill up. You're screwed. There's no way to try to pick yourself up and, the American dream that's, alive or not alive. Like, that's just kind of tough.
Well, it's also, you look at, say, for example, you have somebody that's from a different country and they come over, they go the right way. They probably see the American dream a lot differently than we do because of where they come from. So, I think the American dream is there, but it's in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah.
Personally.
I'm not going to say the American dream is dead per se, but it's definitely a lot harder for us than it was our grandparents, our great-great-grandparents, even our parents back, in the 60s and 70s and 80s.
I guess the one thing that I have a problem with the older generation is they're very vocal about go out there and work, People are working, and I get the people they're trying to attack, like the influencers and stuff, thinking they're not working or stuff like that.
It's a different kind of work.
Different kind of work, but it's also a different time, too. back then houses were $18K to buy a house. We'll use my house for example. I spent. Your house was what
I spent $255K.
200. I spent basically 160. Like
I just bought a home last year.
But you think about
in
that,
this
you
market,
look at
which is
a house
horrible.
now. You're to live in a decent. If you want to live in a decent neighborhood, regardless of what the neighborhood looks like, not an HOA. Fuck that. I never live in an HOA community. You're not going to tell me what I can and can't do in my house. But you're looking to spend anywhere between $250 and $400K for a house, and that's
really
tough.
It's the
Living
interest.
in a fucking apartment is ridiculous.
Renting is hellaciously horrible. That's why I'm like, I don't understand why people nowadays, like, I mean, you obviously have to be in the situation to, have to buy a house, but like renting is horrendous. Like apartments, bro. Like, there's no reason.
To me, unless you're like a single person. But if you're in a relationship, maybe a kid or whatever, and you're living in an apartment, I don't know why. Because you could literally get what there in a house, bro. Like, you really could. So, like I said.
A house just is a big investment if you treat it right and you do it right. A house is a great big investment that can really help you in your life long term financially. But if you rent, you'll never, actually get there.
Yeah, it's just...
But really, back on the assassination attempt on President Trump, though, it's hellaciously sus. It's hellaciously a lot of conspiracy. I, will definitely, push you guys to just dive into a little bit and see what you come back with. How does a 20-year-old kid get 150 to 175 yards away with a high-power AR from the president?
I need y'all to really... I get he tried to do something bad, but you guys really need to think about it. He was a 20-year-old kid, just got out of high school
with zero experience,
and he
scouting,
lost his life doing this,
doing somebody's business. Because it's quite funny that there was actually a report that the so we're gonna call it the Secret Service cops, the cops went to his place. Were actually notified before Trump and his campaign got there. A couple days beforehand, went to his house. His house was very, very clean. They described it as like doctor office, clean. Not a lot of silverware or plates or furniture.
They even talked like former classmates in school, said he was picked on a lot, was very to himself, very loner, didn't have nobody. So then when you start piecing all those things together, it's like, how is it not flagged? Like, was he basically selected to be a lamb, like a sacrifice?
That's almost kind of what it seems to be, because like
a 20-year-old kid. At the end of the day, I get what he did was wrong, and I get that. But he was a 20-year-old kid that is now no longer on this earth, and I just don't think it. Well, it's not that serious.
I mean, he put his name right up there with John Wilkes Booth. Like, I mean, he put his name right there with the rest of the assassins or attempted assassins of presidents.
It's just sad because it's like this world, like you said, we're trying to make strides and go in the right direction, and it just seems like every time we think we take a step forward, we're just taking massive steps backwards, and it's an awful shame.
Well, you know what's really funny to me, though? I mean, what you said is very serious, but what's funny to me, though, is that President Trump, whether he gets reelected or not, people that hate him, your kids will have to learn about the president that you hated that almost got assassinated. Yeah, he gets put in with the John F. Kennedys, the Abraham Lincolns, that, all the assassination attempts. He would now be in the textbooks outside of being a president.
It won't be in the textbook. It'll be on a laptop.
Okay, well,
the kids nowadays don't know what the fucking textbook is. Okay, we care.
That's why my back's fucked up. That's why my back fucked up. Okay, that's fucking huge.
Elbow issues.
That's my shoulder's fucked up. That's why my shoulder's fucked up. Well, they're gonna have carpal tunnels in the fingers.
Well, that's why they got tablets now, so they just use a little thing, a little tap.
You just speak to Siri.
Or Google.
Google, bitch. Hey.
Or Alexa.
Hey, Alexa.
But like you said, dive into it. It's I guess you could say this is a really important election. Like you said, Biden dropped out after their debate. It didn't go well.
Well, after the assassination attempt, he then came down with COVID for the fourth time, and has now dropped out. And supposedly, as of now, his VP, Kamala Harris is now the front runner for
Netflix is losing a lot of money as well. Netflix decided to
endorse Kamala Harris with a $7 million.
A lot of people are boycotting Netflix.
They're canceling their subscription, which is full rights to you. Like, we're not endorsing anybody here, but full rights if you feel that way about Netflix.
We're just telling you, dive into it, do a little bit of research, because don't look at it as, and how we've talked about it is, and we're diving into it as well.
I'm trying to be really biased, but again, like, it's hard to say this estimation.
You have to look at it like, who's going to help the world and what you're doing right now when it comes to your job, groceries, gas, expenses, living.
Can you accept all of? Can you want all of that and accept a mean tweet? If a mean tweet hurts your feelings. So then accept the mean tweet.
Like I said,
honestly, we need a Boston Tea Party. I'm tired of paying taxes. All the taxes we pay shit on. Trump, you know what? I don't know what Kamala Harris's campaign is standing on, because obviously it's going to probably be different than what Biden was standing on.
The election's right around the corner. November 3rd, I think, is when it is.
An election is. But here in Kansas, we do vote Republican, so I don't know if we'll be out and voting. We always go one way. But if you're in a swing state, get out there, let your voice be heard. Yeah. But if you are a server, if you're somebody that gets tips under Trump, if he gets reelected, I don't know if that's really even right, or elected for a term, he wants to make taxes, because before tips were cash and you didn't have to claim them on taxes, but now everything is card. Well, underneath him, he's wanting to make tips non-taxable. There's a talk out there that he wants to make our federal income, which is actually, by the way, fun fact, is not actually legally able to be taxed. The government has just always kept that law in place and has always increased the percentage. And there's talks that he could also look at doing away with that. And if you're somebody that works and you want your full income, there you fucking go.
Like I said, just get out there, do your research. It's an important election.
Like I said,
we're not endorsing one way or the other. We're just telling you, go do your research.
Y'all probably feel we probably lean one way. Maybe we are. Maybe we're not,
Like I said, it's kind of really hard.
Go Bush. I don't know.
It's kind of hard to lean her way when we don't know what her campaign, what she's saying, on what she's trying to do or not do.
Considering some of the Democratic parties, not even wanting to nominate her, they're trying to find somebody else. And a lot of people...
And to be fair, before we move on from this interesting fact that you actually brought up, there are some states where Biden's name cannot come off the ballot because it's too late.
Unless he dies. And
that's the only way. We're not saying he's going to die. We're saying the only way he can come off is if he dies.
Well, actually, I do have a little fun fact that I did send my man over here of Joe Biden when he also reemerged in the Oval Office, that he gave his speech. If you kind of dig into it,
supposedly
live, you can see his watch, watch was the wrong time, and you see his movement, like when he sways, doesn't actually match up to the background. So there's a lot of conspiracy. That's a conspiracy. Like, there's pictures here. You can get on TikTok. You can get on Google and look at dive into the rabbit hole for an hour and a half, and you'll just come back flabbergasted on how much this government really hides from us. And they try to think that we're just sheep.
Was the moon landing real? Was it?
Well, there's a movie that shows that it's not. So if Hollywood's trying to tell me something, it's fake as hell. Because how does the American flag ripple in the vacuum of space, dog? How was he the first man? How was he the first man on the moon, but being recorded, dog? No. How was
that foot where he stepped into his actual thing doesn't match the footsteps? And dive in, do your research.
There's conspiracy theories are so great though. But on the moon landing, he was being recorded. How was he the first dude? Who was the first dude on there? Did he step out and drop a tripod down? My biggest thing is my Wi-Fi out in the fucking country is ass. But yeah, we can radio from goddamn Earth to the goddamn moon, clear as fucking day. Bullshit! How do I not have signal at work? It's you have no signal.
It's okay, sir. It's okay.
No, I can be standing by a cell phone tower. 2 bars. What do you fucking mean got 2 bars? This dude's in fucking outer space.
Speaking of outer space, we got 2 astronauts that are stranded at a station.
Well, but you talk to them clear as day too. But I'm sitting there just playing video games with my man, and I'm like, dude, I'm lagging. I must be on Jupiter. Like, I must be on Mars. Like, I'm too far.
Like we said, get out there, do your research. Election time will be around November. Like I said, take everything in consideration because
all with a grain of salt.
Honestly, though, at the end of it, though,
who knows?
Who knows what's gonna happen?
Outside the fact that
can we date a president for a couple of years? Like,
can we be presidentless? Like, I think we need to be
really
single.
I think we both can agree
that we need to be single for a little bit
that too,
as a country.
But people bitch about all the time about presidents, but no one ever bitches about Congress. Like, why doesn't Congress
not have a term?
Like, there's dudes that are in Congress, women, men, whatever, that have been in Congress for like fucking 40 years. They have no idea. Like, they're not up to the new times. They don't know how anything works. You literally watch these people when these apps talk about the apps and how dumb they look. Like, because they have no idea what's going on in the world. Like,
why are you coming at me like that?
Well, you can't.
Why are you coming at me like that?
I just want to feel.
You come at me like that. Like technology works for some people. Okay?
Well, like, I think there needs to be the government needs to be.
It is really weird that
everything else is has a term. Congress.
But Congress, you have an unlimited, and I'm like, honestly, like, why do you have an unlimited? Seating.
That needs to change in my personal opinion, but. We're going to go ahead and move on from that. Like we said...
I don't know, moon landing might be fake. Like, ripple in space. Like,
go watch the movie.
I know it's not out yet.
Well, it's coming. It's coming. But
Deadpool Wolverine dropping...
I'm going to see it tonight.
It's dropping this week.
So, I'm going to be seeing it tonight.
With your boyfriend.
Yeah, that's
not me.
Fucked up. That's so fucked up. He bought the ticket, so I'm not going to turn it down.
So, does it make you the girl or the... I guess that makes you the girl since damn.
Damn, I don't know.
Damn. You better clench your starfish, my guy. You better. No means no. Bring lube. Bring lotion. Bring lotion. Unless you buy the snags.
I'm calling the government. You're getting taken out, dog. I don't know. I'm calling the government.
Oh, don't be sensitive.
But speaking of in our sports world, obviously the All-Star game for the WNBA just happened not that long ago.
Yeah.
The previous most viewed WNBA All-Star game was 1.4 million views. This All-Star game was 3.4 million views. I do know because I know my stuff.
Yeah, but you sent it to me, didn't you?
I did send it to you. It's right there. 3.4 million, baby. I'm coming at you.
300% from last year.
Yeah.
That's the Caitlin Clark fucking Angel Reese.
So, like I said, it was the most viewed. The WNBA merch is up also 500%. Caitlin Clark is the #1 selling jersey with Angel Reese at #2.
But how crazy is that, though, that 2 rookies are your leading sellers?
Of the top 5 jersey sales in the WNBA, 3 of them are rookies. Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, and Kate Martin.
Where's Paige at?
She's still in college. She's at UConn. She went back.
That's the really tall blonde?
Paige Becker? You talking about Cameron Brick?
Yeah.
She tore ACL. I don't know where she's at.
That's a tall tree. That's all I know.
But I did give you the jersey sales right there. Like I said.
Oh, yeah. So the top 5 jersey sales in the WNBA. Caitlin Clark, rookie. Angel Reese, rookie. Sabrina...
Ionescu.
Damn! Yeah! Damn, he said it right! She's obviously she's the biggest name really in the WNBA. Then you have Kate Martin.
And then AJ Wilson.
AJ Wilson.
The defending champ, MVP. Oh, not the MVP.
Well, so like you have 2 big names, and then you have 3 rookies, which is crazy.
Think about 2 of them are really big. Kate Martin was somebody that wasn't even supposed to
be drafted.
Wasn't invited to the draft. Was in the stands supporting her teammate,
Caitlin Clark,
and got drafted by the Aces. And she's been just honestly living her best life. But that's crazy. 5 of the top selling jerseys, 3 of them are rookies. The WNBA is coming. I get y'all don't care about the women's sports. I'm here for it. They're growing.
Well, I don't think you can say that really anymore. The viewership that they're starting to get.
People, and they're going to be the first WNBA finals on Amazon.
Yep.
So they will, because they got the deal.
So TNT for NBA, they so it's kind of weird. Conspiracy, I guess. Again, guys, I guess the whole
moving to the NBA side.
Or on the NBA side of it, I guess conspiracy. The TNT, they matched Amazon's offer to the NBA to keep the rights to the NBA, and supposedly they really didn't quite actually match it. Maybe like the dollar amount, maybe they actually matched, but like
But I guess the sad
it's
part
kind
is
of
it
weird
really
'cause-
didn't matter because the NBA really doesn't want to keep inside the NBA, which I don't understand.
Well, I think the biggest thing for me though was like because Amazon and ESPN's kind of already bundled.
Yeah.
But they felt like Amazon gave them more ways to reach the viewers, which I do like. I personally want more. I want all the games that are being played every day being available to watch, not just set on one.
Yeah.
Or one or two providers. Like you let me be able to watch all the games. Like what if like in Kansas I want to watch the Kings. Like I mean the Kings are in a big market. Kind of a big market, but they're the small in Cali. Or what if Orlando Magic? They are a big Magic. They're a big market, but they're up and coming.
Yeah.
I mean, Thunder's close to here, but like we don't get a lot of Thunder games.
No, we do not.
We did go to a Thunder game this year, the playoffs game actually against the Mavs. Mavs won, and like the Mavs, they technically are a small market in Texas.
Yeah.
So like I'm not mad that they went to Amazon. I will definitely miss Inside the NBA. We'll be airing the last time
this will be the last
season.
So. And then Charles supposedly announced his retirement from broadcasting. We'll have to wait and see if that sticks. But again,
Amazon has came out and said that they're interested in taking the Inside the NBA cast and bringing them on board because they are so well liked with the players.
Well, there's also,
they bring a lot
There's also been speculation that Charles Barkley and his own producing company would do Baby. So we'll have to see.
But like Shaq and Barkley are great. Kenny Smith.
Ernie Johnson.
And Ernie Johnson really started it all. Like, shout out to Ernie Johnson. Like, he really was the first person for the TNT Inside the NBA that grew it all.
Yeah.
So unfortunately for him, though, I feel like he's going to be the eventually, probably, if they don't all go to Amazon, be kind of be the odd man out.
Yeah.
Amazon actually, fun fact, their Thursday Night Football, they actually kind of tried to resemblance a lot of Inside the NBA, which is really kind of funny because it actually is really kind of trash in my opinion.
Yep.
And the games that they're on Thursday night games are usually pretty fucking ass too. But hopefully this year is a lot better for us that, spend the money for Amazon Prime. Most of us don't spend it for football. We have it for Amazon.
Yep.
So, but that is some big news that dropped there too. But it's also big with the NFL after the CBA is up. They're pushing for 18 games. So go football. But it's also dude, my ACL hurts.
So, speaking of Roger Goodell obviously wants to do an 18-game season. And Joe Burrow talked about this, I think it was on the Pivot podcast.
Hold up. What the fuck's up with his hair? Why is he blonde? Why is he like white? Why is he trying to be Eminem?
He's trying to be Cody Rhodes. He's gonna.
It's like Cody Rhodes and Eminem had a baby, and they shit it out him.
But again, I don't.
Go look up Joe Burrow's new haircut. Go he said he just got bored.
Honestly, I thought it was fake at first, and then I was like, oh no, that's
no, this shit's real.
But Roger Goodell wants to do an 18-game regular season once this. Well, he's gonna push it once the CBA ends. Joe Burrow was on, I think, the Pivot podcast, and he said basically he would like to have your regular bye week whenever it lies, and then a second bye week. But he's really wanting to push for, how like other sports events have their
the Pro Bowl.
The Pro Bowl
the
instead of
All-Star.
at the end of the season. He wants it
in the middle,
and for the second bye week, give the bye week. He's not a fan of it. I'm intrigued to an extent because the Pro Bowl of all of the All-Star games that we're basically over, the Pro Bowl is really the biggest ass to a degree.
My thing is we're talking about the Pro Bowl and All-Star games. In MLB, they have their All-Star game and Pro Bowl.
Just go back to some of the old styles.
Well,
so
that's what we're getting. So like baseball had their All-Star game. They had the home run hitting, the home run derby, which is the biggest attraction. Nobody cares about the game. I mean, people tune in, but it was the home run derby. But the game has big implications on who gets home field.
Yes. So
home field because it's not a court. Home field in the World Series. Whoever wins it, the North or
now obviously the NFL's played at it's already picked and it's a neutral site in a way.
But who gets the coin flip though?
Yeah,
you could because that determines a lot.
Yeah,
as you saw the Niners, they kind of flubbed that one in overtime. So like getting the coin flip, it could mean something. But like you were saying. Like the NBA, they have the dunk contest, the 3-point contest, and like sure they all
challenge,
but the All-Star game. But the game though it's kind of a little bit. We're feeling a little bit kind of shitty. Kind of sucks. Like
trying to figure out how to make it better.
Yeah, trying to make it better. But when you get to football, it's like where is that skill competition?
Like
at?
to be fair, I can't tell you the last time I watched a Pro Bowl game.
I really
don't get me. We love our football, but I don't watch.
Like Peyton Manning
because it's tough because like. The Pro Bowl is really kind of going on during the playoffs, so the guys that you're really looking to see there are not there because they're in the playoffs.
Well, no.
So then other guys get in, and you're like, why the fuck is he there?
I don't like how they just, add,
Huntley from the Baltimore Ravens, got a Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
So why are you there, dog?
Because, this quarterback dropped out because of injury. This quarterback's in the Super Bowl. Because, if you're in the Super Bowl, you don't play in it because it's the week before, which is a good spot. But if you put it, like Joe Burrow said, in the middle of the season, you would...
You kind of just give that whole week off. No football. You do kind of there and then give the players the rest of the week
But I think they should kind of do... I like the flag football. I think the flag football works, but I want the skill challenge back. I want to see who can throw the farthest.
Yeah.
I want to see who hits
we're in the golden age of quarterbacks.
A
lot of quarterbacks.
You can't tell me you can't put a dummy and have... These D linemen, these linebackers, some of these Jamal Adams, for instance, these hard hitting safeties, just smack a dummy to see who hits the hardest. Like, bro, could you tell me how hard Ray Lewis actually hit?
No, I don't want to know. Fuck that. No.
Well, Chad Ochocinco could tell you because he tried and blindsided him and he got lit up. Blindsided him.
I guess for me though, but keep it on what Roger Goodell's trying to do. It also makes you think, man, we already got an extra game.
I feel like it's a money grab, though.
And people are already bitching. To me, if you go 18 games, throw the fucking record. There's no more records.
Well, you have
they
to
don't exist.
Freeze the record and start
the record's got to be freeze, and it's got to be...
Because
unless you break it in the time frame that it matters, but
But how would you... You couldn't even do that, though, because you and I were even talking earlier when Tyreek Hill was on pace to break the yardage record, and... the Rams wide receiver
Cooper Kupp,
he was on pace to break a lot of these records as well 2 years ago. And you and I were talking asterisk, because you didn't. If you don't do it in this period of time, it don't matter because you didn't do it in 16 games. You did it in 17 games. Now it'd be 18 games.
Yeah, 18 games. Think about Peyton Manning's passing touchdown record hasn't been broken. Now you out of these games.
You got 2 more games.
2 more games. You really have to start asking yourself, damn, we have to figure out how this is going to work. You think about, everybody thinks about Brady's record and all the passing yards. So you're adding extra games.
That's going to be broken.
That's going to be broken, bro. When we throwing the football, they slinging that thing shit, dude.
But
it is a money grab. It is a money grab, and people love football.
They do. People love.
We've literally had people begging us for weeks.
Wanting more football content.
Bro, we can't get there yet.
We just now hit training camp.
We just hit training camp.
Finally. And so we're starting to ramp that up for you guys. But it is a money grab, I feel like, by the NFL. And it's such a physical game. I don't think at 17, I felt like was really pushing it. To me, what do you do with
preseason? Because with adding the 17 game, you took away a preseason game. You do 3.
You
had 18. What the fuck? Do you even have... Is preseason important, yes or no? To me, I think it is somewhat important.
Yes. No, 100%.
Preseason is important. You need it.
If you play the new college football game and you do the underdog, yes. Because it's a grind. Is the guy that's kind of the under the radar. Yeah. You need those games to show that, hey, I can be
you're a valuable asset.
That special teams guy.
Yeah.
So I don't watch preseason. I don't give a fuck about the preseason, but I think it's very helpful for teams to fill out their roster and their practice squad. It's already been cut down to 3. If they cut it down to 2, I think something would be fine. You wouldn't really see any of the starters.
No.
But you could potentially start the season maybe a week sooner.
Yeah.
Which I wouldn't like, because I like it starting on my birth week. I feel really special about that.
You better call Roger and let him know.
If you're gonna move it, I've already get a little, endorsement.
Roger, he gonna be calling you. Gonna have a conversation with the man here.
I'm not very over happy about that.
Overall, though, do you like an 18-game NFL regular season?
No.
Were you a fan of when they went 17 games?
No.
You like the 16?
I don't like change. And the records start getting broken with an extra game, and so I don't like these records that were set and that were done. Just Adrian Pearson would have the rushing record, in a season if he had an extra game.
Yeah.
But he didn't have that extra game. And so all these career stats that we do never think would ever be broken, you give him an extra game, extra 2 games, there's going to eventually be broken. Like, I'm here for it. Don't get it wrong. Give me more football, but for me, it's more of like the historical standpoint. You're going to blow these records out of the water. And
especially with how
eventually,
the talent is.
you're going to... I like how we don't play all of the teams from every division. We don't play everybody. But you keep pushing more and more games. Eventually, everybody's going to play everybody every year.
But think about it. Like, for an example, Patrick Mahomes and C.J. Stroud have yet to play. Like, that's something you kind of look forward to seeing, like, a young guy.
C.J. Stroud literally was a rookie last year, you ass.
But you haven't seen that. Like, you don't... Think about this. We have never really seen... because Rodgers been hurt. We haven't really seen a Rodgers-Mahomes
You do realize Rodgers and Brady faced off 2 or 3 times?
Well, yes.
And Brady played... fucking 20 some odd years.
Too, like a lot of people, a lot of us football fans were spoiled because you had the Brady, the Mannings.
Well, you had the in-conference.
The Rodgers. You know, there was just so many, and now you start to really think about, like you said, you didn't really get a whole lot of Rodgers in this, you know.
We got more Mahomes and Tom Brady than we got Rodgers and Brady, dude.
Yeah. So,
And
like I said,
some of that was because of injuries, though. Because we're all clamoring for Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers. We thought we were going to get that.
And it's always someone's been hurt.
2 years ago, didn't get it. Mahomes was hurt.
Then
then Rodgers was hurt on the Jets last year. So we didn't get that one either.
So
injuries have a lot to do with it.
Like I said, it'd be very interesting to see the players. It's really going to come down to the players' union.
You're going to have to pay. Like, there's going to have to be more money. I do think there have to be another bye week. I think having your initial bye week and then I do like having like the Pro Bowl All-Star weekend in there as like a bye week.
Like you said, as a bye week, but like do it early. Like give them a couple of days, do it early, and then get the rest of the week off, and then pick up the following week into the game. Like if there's a you know what I mean.
You could do it
that way. There's
maybe like a Thursday.
Yeah, so like
maybe something kind of like
so
that.
That way you could pick back up. The guys still have time to rest. But I think it'd be tricky. It'd be intriguing.
It would be tricky. I think it will probably happen because money rules the world. And speaking of money, CeeDee Lamb and the Cowboys, CeeDee Lamb's holding out.
Holding out.
Brandon Ayuk holding out. Well, which one do you think is going to get paid first, though?
Yes. So CeeDee didn't show up.
Brandon
Ayuk's like, clock in. Meeting over. Clock out.
I'm gone, bitch. Like,
you're not finding me, baby. I'm gonna clock in, get my check. I'm gonna clock out.
So which one gets paid first, though?
I don't know, bro. I really don't know. Speaking of the Cowboys, like a lot of people are crying because the Cowboys are prioritizing
CeeDee Lamb
and Micah Parsons and not Dak. And I'm like, I get your argument to an extent, but it's like, you want to pay Dak, make Dak the first $60 million quarterback? Why? Look what the Jags did for Trevor Lawrence. Like that don't make no sense. What has Dak proven? And I don't want to hear this crap. Well, he's a winner. Look at the regular season. That's cool. I don't really care because like you never really do. Like you win and then you get to the postseason. It's like wah 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 wah, and it's gone. Like it's over that quickly. Like
I hate agreeing with my man over here. I do not like agreeing with him, and it really hurts my soul because he's always wrong a lot, and so it makes me feel good. But me and him are on the same page here. Like you don't pay Dak. To me, pay CeeDee. You can't let Micah walk. That dude's a generational talent.
And if you're going to, you have to trade him and get a load for him. But
I don't think you could trade CeeDee Lamb and recoup enough to keep your offense viable because he's not a Justin Jefferson in my mind. He's not even a Tyreek Hill-esque, as we put out last week, our top 5 wide receivers. And but Dak Prescott is not someone that's going to evaluate, make your team better without people around him. If you look past the 12 Super Bowls, it's been the elite of the elite arm talent of QBs. It's been, which was really funny, guys, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, Matthew Stafford. Now, you guys can feel how you want to feel about Matthew Stafford, but he is an elite arm. I said elite arm talent. I didn't say elite overall. Then the only one that does not fit into that one is the Eagles with Nick Foles and Carson Wentz. Yep. They're the only ones that have been paid. Because there are rookies that do fit into this mold that have won on cheap deals.
Yes.
But the quarterbacks that have been paid that are elite are the Brady, the Mannings, and Patrick Mahomes.
It's just...
And Patrick Mahomes last year broke the mold of being the highest, taking up the most percent, over 13% of the salary cap space and winning the Super Bowl.
But when you think about, if you think about the top paid quarterbacks, which we'll probably bring back up later on as we get closer into football and the money and contract, look at where Patrick lies is actually being paid. I think he's tied for like 9th with like Kirk Cousins.
I think he's like 7th.
So he's somewhere. He's at the
7th,
bottom.
tied with Kirk Cousins.
You know, think about when Patrick took the deal that he
took.
took.
Allen.
Like Josh Allen's not even in the top 10.
I think he's like 9-10.
Oh,
He's like right there at the very bottom.
But it's just we were talking about this. The quarterback market is the one market
that always
where everybody resets it regardless of how, like Jordan Love is another guy holding out. Wants a new deal. There's a lot of guys holding out right now.
Well, Jordan Love is supposedly going to get about $56 million. I think it's $280 over 5, which comes out about $56 million a year. I think if I got those numbers right.
I don't understand. He really had one full season where we finally got to see him.
Yeah.
We both agreed, like, let's do a 3-year, $45 million deal, and then we'll reevaluate. Can you elevate? Can you make them better?
Same with Tua. So Tua's been injury prone. And
Tua, here's $40 million, bro. Take it or leave it, dog. Like, I'm sorry.
That's what exactly. Like, at
literally what we've been talking about.
Would you, as an organization, do you stop resetting the market or paying your quarterback that's not a franchise guy, that's not even as good as the best guy?
We're closing on someone being $60 million. That's $40 million away from someone being a $100 million quarterback. Like, bitch, we gotta slow the fuck down.
When the best quarterback,
I hate to break it to you. If you look right over here, we know a quarterback that's been to 4 Super Bowls, got 3 of them things.
And has been no less in the playoffs, AFC Championship game.
Like, come on now. Like,
and he's not even the highest paid. So it's to me, it's just really weird when you think about resetting the market. Running backs, which is not a good example to start with, but nobody really ever sets the market but Christian McCaffrey.
Because they're a dime a dozen.
At wide receiver, the top guy that has had the best year has usually been the highest paid.
Yeah.
Josh Jefferson is the highest paid. He's the best in the league. We have a little bet, as we've kind of have touched on again, waiting to see what CD and Jamar Chase get, but Josh Jefferson is the best guy. I don't think nobody will top him. He thinks maybe kind of close, but not too big.
Yeah.
At D lineman, the best D lineman stays top paid D lineman. Aaron Donald was the best D lineman. Didn't get topped. Now he is gone. Now the impression J.J. Watt is now, but Michael Parsons is looking to be the highest.
TJ.
Okay, T.J. Watt, but Michael Parsons is looking to be the first $35 million
outside of the quarterback. Like
outside, he wants to be the highest paid non-quarterback, which has to be $35 million.
So it's just
corners are about the same. Every position you don't if you're not the best of the best or close to, like if Joe Burrow, Josh Allen,
the Jags and Trevor Lawrence
got $55 million.
Bro, he got Joe Burrow money, and I get.
Dak even got paid up that high a couple years back, and it's like
it's even tough to justify, like, when I say Trevor Lawrence got Joe Burrow money, it's even tough to say why Joe Burrow got Joe Burrow money. Joe Burrow has never proven to stay healthy in this league.
He's had 1 year being healthy.
He's been to 2 AFC Championship games, 1 Super Bowl.
And he's 2 years healthy.
Like, I'm just baffled at this shit. Like, we pay certain quarterbacks.
The franchise do it.
Do you have that Mark Sanchez? Read it. You have the Mark Sanchez thing. Like, this baffled me.
No, I don't have it.
Like, Mark Sanchez has, like, more playoff wins than, like, Dak, Lamar, Kirk Cousins, and a couple other quarterbacks combined. Butt fumble. Ran right into his lineman's ass.
And he hasn't played in the league in
years. Well, he's probably been in the league, but he's probably been a backup. But
I don't think he's actually been. He hasn't been in the playoff game, but hasn't been even in the league.
We're paying these dudes. Like, they won a damn Super Bowl in the last 10 years, and they haven't even been to the playoffs or made it past round 1 of the wild card round.
When do you stop resetting the market at quarterback? Quarterbacks are just always the next guy that resets the market. Why? Like, if I'm the Cowboys, they can set a trend of, I'm no longer resetting the market for my guy, for my quarterback, if you are not the best of the best. Like Dak, to me, is still a la a Kirk Cousins type quarterback where if you get good talent around him, he can distribute the ball and look good and put up numbers, but he's not going to win you the game. in crunch time.
You think about this now. We're talking about these quarterbacks like the Dax, the Jordan Love. What the fuck is Brock Purdy going to ask for the 49ers? I don't know who the 49ers are taking loads from, but they're
going to need a fat load. They're going to beep that truck
They're going
up.
to ask Brock, can we give you a dog? Like, we'll buy you a house. We'll cover the expense.
Can we get an IOU?
like, it's just insane. But there's a lot of guys out here that are holding out. Probably next week we'll have more of a name.
Hopefully there'll be some news that they've finally coming back, or they like Jamar Chase still wanting a deal, but the Bengals came out and said we're not going to do anything until next offseason.
They have 2 wide receivers.
T. Higgins, franchise tag,
who they don't even talk to,
but he's there.
He's there,
and
they don't talk to him.
He's going to play because he doesn't have a choice but to play it out so he can hit for agency next year. Which to me,
if I'm T. Higgins, show up, I am gone. Like. I'm hurt and I'm out.
You can't say that's
get your money.
A lot of foreign players that have been tagged say, "Look, I'd show up and be like, oh, and then go to the practices."
That's why, again, a lot of these guys are holding out, not showing up. I respect Brandon Ayuk for at least showing up, clocking in. You're not gonna find me because I know sometimes teams can find you. You don't clock in, and he's clocking out. Well, there's literally a video of him walking in with his backpack. And then walking right back out after the meeting was over. So, again,
I have no problem with guys wanting to be paid in this sport. But Niners, Debo or Brandon Ayuk, which one should they keep? I think you and I both agree. Unfortunately, both agree.
We agree again. This is great. I've heard us say this twice in one episode. I appreciate you.
No, we got this for
You got to keep Brandon Ayuk and trade Debo.
Debo to me is
because they drafted a dude that is Debo-esque like, that is willing to play everything. Debo needs to understand, bro, you are not an elite route runner. You are a Swiss Army knife. I need you to play everywhere. And Debo thinks I am a top elite wide receiver, and you're not. And it's okay to be wrong. Like he says all the time. You're wrong. It's okay. Be wrong.
It's okay to be wrong. Unfortunately, you're right on this one, and that really hurts. But does Deebo Samuel...
I got it on camera.
I know, you do.
That's great.
It hurts. Deebo Samuel is kind of a swift Army knife kind of guy. This
has been a great episode.
This motherfucker is just here because he's gotten, we've agreed twice.
But like I said, it is one of those things where the 49ers have a lot. Trent Williams, the left tackle, that is.
He wants his money. Well, he signed through 2026, but he's wanting to get more money guaranteed because he is getting. He's like 36, 37. He's a lot older. Left tackle. Still probably a top number one left tackle in the league, if not 2 at worst. So I don't blame him at all. Like he's been very fortunate.
The 49ers better call whoever they get their money from and be like, bro.
Supposedly John Lynch is working on both of them, both of those issues, whether it's trading Brandon Ayuk, like we've said, to the Commanders. I would like to pair up with Jaden Daniels.
His former college team.
Like, I would like to see him on the Commanders. Like, I would. That's where I want him to go.
Like we said before, he's listed Commanders or Steelers.
And honestly,
but there was a rumor out there. It was a rumor of New England trying to do a trade for him that would give him like 5 years, like 125.
Yeah, but that's just
who knows?
That's just money. Obviously, whoever gets him is going to pay him.
So
I'd be curious to see where that lands. It's not Justin Jefferson money. I do have a question for you though, because I know what you're trying to get to, and I'm not quite there yet for you for this one. I know. Okay. I kind of want to pop that balloon. So we've been talking about quarterbacks and resetting the market.
Yep.
Right. So you understand that part?
Yep, I do. I'm there.
All right.
With you.
Patrick Mahomes signed how long of a deal?
10 years.
10 years. Okay.
$500,000. Or $500,000,000, sorry.
See, I can't ever agree with this, dude. Let's just say $500,000, right? Damn, I wish. God, our roster would have been stacked. $500 million, yes. The richest contract in sports history with
we don't see 10-year deals in football.
There's been about 3 or 4 of them down for quarterbacks. But were you surprised that the quarterbacks that came up that were around him after this deal broke, that then got paid a year or 2 years later, that they did not ask for that, or that franchise did not do a 10-year deal, a la a Josh Allen, a la a Joe Burrow. Now the Joe Burrow one.
So they tried. The Bengals tried with Joe Burrow, and Joe Burrow said he wasn't going to do that. He was not.
And honestly, I think he fumbled it. The Bengals lucked out.
Yeah.
Because
he's
not
done.
He can't seem
honestly,
to stay
probably
healthy.
Like the Josh Allen one.
The Bills, to me, I honestly thought that's what they were going to... I thought they were going to do a 10-year deal and use him like the Chiefs do, and you pretty much just use it as a bank.
That's literally what the Chiefs do, Patrick. And Patrick don't care about his NFL money because he makes so much outside of the league.
Well, he was getting $500 million over 10 years. Like, you were going to be paid... And then increase it and then move the money around. So
it's literally what does. I'll get more money here, but I'm going to give money back there, and they're going to increase here. It's literally...
before the ink was really even dry.
Patrick Mahomes took a page out of Brady's book. He understood if you want to compete and your legacy really matters and you are about winning...
But you have to also, I think, feel like you're with organization and a head coach that will always... be kind of all in, and I don't think really last year for the Chiefs they were really actually like an all in mode, but they were. This is with the cap and how we've been drafting. This is what we had, and I can't necessarily help that Kadarius Toney last year he got injured and did kind of shit the bed a little bit. Sky Moore has been a little bit of disappointment. Offensive weapons, drafting wise,
defensively
has been a little bit of trouble. Defensively though. But we've been studying it out. Moving off Tyreek Hill has been a humongous.
Rashid Rice was probably one of the best.
Isaiah Pacheco, I think is
Isaiah
a little bit above
Isaiah Rashid Rice
now, but like the rookie with the tight end rookie tight end we drafted this year.
Yes, one-handed catch in training camp
he's kind of killing it. But I'm really surprised though on the Josh Allen that the Bills did not really push for a 10-year deal to lock him up over 10 to give them that flexibility. If they did that, they wouldn't be in cap hell this year.
Yeah.
The Bills are where the Chiefs were last year, so I'm very curious to see what really happens with them. But what you're really wanting to get onto, because I know you're sitting there chewing on it.
My man said we did wide receivers.
Give our top 5. And he was wrong.
This week we are doing our top 5 corner and safety.
Free safety, strong safety.
So, are we gonna go? We're gonna go like we did last time.
I'll let you go 5 through 1 on the safeties.
On safeties,
because I know what you really want is.
So at number 5, I have Xavier McKinnon from the Giants at number 5. Number 4, Kyle Hamilton from Baltimore. Number 3, Jabbar Peppers, the Patriots. Number 2, Jesse Bates III from the Atlanta Falcons. And number 1 safety in the NFL, in my opinion, is Antoine Winfield Jr. from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Not too bad. My strong safety, free safety, top 5 guys. Number 5, the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu from the Saints. 4, Jordan Battle from the Bengals. Antoine Winfield Jr. at number 3 from the Bucks. Jaron Holland from the Falcons. And my number 1 and the best safety overall, and I can't believe you didn't even have him in your list, was Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, I did have Fitzpatrick in there.
That dude has been a baller since he got. That was honestly, I was surprised he wasn't in that list at all.
Yeah, I guess.
Since you went, let us know what you guys have in the comments down below.
Let us know your top 5 safeties.
Because I'm very curious what you guys have and who you agree with, who's right, me. But I'll go first on the corners.
Go for it.
We'll go 5 to 1.
Okay.
So my list, like I told you a little bit before we got on here, little funny.
Okay.
5B, Trent McDuffie, Chiefs. 5A, I have a Tyron Johnson from the Bills. McDuffie, to me, he was injured his rookie year. Otherwise, if he had 2 full years, he would be. I'm not really, but you gotta show me you can do it year to year. Number 4, I have Jalen Ramsey, the Dolphins, injury year, but still played great when he was healthy. Then at 3, I have Jair Alexander from the Packers. 2, you gotta give love. You gotta give the love. He gets no love. Snead, Titans, just started this year. Number 1, lockdown corner, scares everybody, has the chain, has the ice, has to deal with Buffalo Wild Wings. Sauce. You can't beat it. You're wrong. You guys, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Nah, I'm kidding.
At number 5, I have Trent McDuffie as well. Number 5.
Damn it. Dude, this fucking hurts. You agree with me. Hey, he's right. He got one right. All right, so we're good.
At number 4, I have Derek Stanley Jr. from the Houston Texans.
All right.
Number 3, I have Jalen Johnson from the Bears. At number 2, L'Jarius Sneed. Obviously, former Chief, now with the Tennessee
Deserves
Titans.
all the love, though.
He does.
Doesn't get any of the accolades, but all the love.
And number 1, Sauce Gardner.
I mean, you're wrong on some, but you got some right too. I'm not mad at your list like I was your wide receivers, because
again, Jalen Ramsey for me, I just feel like he's just kind of aged out for me. And
I still feel like he was one of the better corners.
And I respect you having him in there. I just don't. He's just not there for me. Who else did you have in there that I didn't have?
You didn't have Tyron Johnson from the Bills. And,
the Packers dude. He
was
number 6. I gave Trent McDuffie.
So he was really your 5B.
He was
because I told him my list as we go through this is going to be a little
honestly,
funny.
Not bad. We kind of expected our list were going to be a little different.
All our safeties were completely off, and you're horribly wrong. Me Fitzpatrick's not in your top 5.
I don't have
that dude's a ball hog, and he lays the wood. That you're wrong on that. Like you're horribly wrong, but it's okay.
Let's see. He was ungraded safeties. He was.
You already passed him.
I did.
He was number 1.
Nope.
Oh, he was number. He was
2. He's not 3, 4.
I had him pulled up on. Are you even looking at the right shit? I don't think you're even looking at the right ones. Oh, this is embarrassing for you. Oh, damn it, phone. I don't care about the news. Yeah, I don't think you're on. I think you're on corners.
No, these are safeties. Tyrann Mathieu. He was about. Huh.
Yeah. According to, like, the AP NFL Top 5, Mika's number 3. Like, I mean.
According to the one I got pulled up, they have Winfield Jr. 1, Bates 2.
Bates
Javon,
is 4
Holland
for
3,
Falcons.
McKinnon 4, and then Peppers 5.
Even if you go to the PFF grade, though, I think that's what you're on is PFF.
Probably that
because I don't even see.
Like I said, it just been when you go to certain sites, they all have different. Like I said, Fitzpatrick, I just didn't have him in.
But
mind.
I think PFF has that shit all fucked up.
But next week we are going to do tight end. So
/ fullbacks.
Fullback.
Because there's not a lot of fullbacks. And honestly, I don't think Kyle Juszczyk is going to be on our list for either one of us, but just going to shout out to him because he's really the last.
Our tight end list is going to be very interesting because I don't think, honestly, I don't know. I think we'll be correct on number 1, obviously, but.
Yeah, Kyle Pitts.
It's Rob Gronkowski.
It's, nope.
I know where you were going.
It's not Hernandez, is it?
No, it's not. But
he's not in the league no more.
No, he's not.
He's a little retired, I guess.
Like I said, go follow us on our Facebook page. It's up. All of our drinking stuff. We're gonna be going back through a lot of our old drinks and reposting them because we didn't do that before because we didn't have our Facebook page. It's up and running. Unsupervised podcast, same logo that we have now. We'll put it down in the comments. Go follow that. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We'll see you guys next week.